C'était pas un peu...
Right now on the Wil Wheaton Project, our very lives are at stake, but one sci-fi stud and his beard just might save us all from a Game of Thrones finale blowout, M. Night Shyamalan's television invasion.
What the hell is happening?
And True Blood's Amelia Rose Blair goes after Will. Now, the one man who can make sense of all this, Wil Wheaton.
Thank you. Did you hear him call me a stud? That is the most unbelievable thing that has ever been said on this channel. Nerds, welcome to the Wil Wheaton Project. Thank you very much. We're on an hour earlier because 9 is the new 10. Unless you're in Central and Mountain Time, in which case 8 is the new 9. Just keep TV on sci-fi all of the time. Gross. For those of you who are watching this for the first time, get ready to find out what happened this week in the world of sci-fi, fantasy, and horror, starting with this Sunday's season finale of Game of Thrones. Audience, say it with me. Spoiler alert! Holy hell, did it rock. Am I right, Brienne of Tarth? Get it? Because she rocked me. Plus, Tywin got killed on his throne, and Tyrion was put in a box marked "Do Not Open" until next season. But the surprises didn't stop there. We checked in with Daenerys Targaryen, whose army is currently on a Conquer Everything East of the Narrow Sea tour. It's the best name for a concert ever. With every empire she defeats, she gains another title, and she's been doing very well.
Daenerys germasmo ionaijo demas, torzalti, marino daria, andaro si hoinoro si elio varu daria, en parmenko en basma chaleisi, bermat plejati si munias adrizotti. Marino daria, andaro si hoinoro si elio varu daria, en parmenko en basma chaleisi, bermat plejati si munias adrizotti.
This is the reason the episode went on for 70 minutes. You know, Game of Thrones has one of the greatest title sequences in the history of television. It gives us a wonderful view of Westeros and its houses. But it doesn't tell us anything about the characters and their complicated relationships. So I spared no expense to bring you the Game of Thrones opening you didn't know you were dying to see.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 kids, one a pest. He had hair of gold, like his uncle, because of incest. Here's the story of a clan named Stark. Ned was noble, so he died pretty quick. And there's one man named Theon Greyjoy. They cut off his dick. Till the one day when these ladies met these fellows, and they slipped each other very graphic bones. And this group must somehow murder families. That's the way we all play the Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. That's the way we all play the Game of Thrones.
I cannot wait for the special episode where they go to Hawaii. In non-Game of Thrones news, this week Hugh Jackman took to Instagram to reveal his brand new goatee and freshly shaved head for his upcoming role as Blackbeard. Coincidentally, John Malkovich, who is also playing Blackbeard on Crossbones, is sporting the same look. And believe it or not, they're not the only ones playing Blackbeard. Did you know that Benedict Cumberbatch is also playing Blackbeard? And Angelina Jolie. The original cast of Star Wars. Kuato from Total Recall. Jaws. And of course, this guy. Actually, stole my hair from William Shatner's wardrobe. In Star Wars news, Harrison Ford broke his ankle on the set of the new Star Wars film when a hydraulic door malfunctioned and fell on top of him. Headline News, known for their exclusives, had the scoop, along with some surprising footage.
Harrison Ford, poor thing, had to go to the hospital right after he got hurt. He hurt his ankle on the set of a new Star Wars movie. According to The Hollywood Reporter, he was injured by a door. Disney says that filming is going to continue while he gets better.
The thing that really sucks is George Lucas called J.J. Abrams and asked him to have the door shoot first. Really? Did I get hissed? I think I got hissed. All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You may enjoy the fact that the Millennium Falcon has a very retro kitchen. How'd that? Did that work for you? Not really. All right. Then let's be sincere for a moment. We love you, Harrison Ford, and we hope you get well soon. Break a leg. George Lucas wants to build a Star Wars museum. The only question is where? Well, as a Los Angeles native and as a lifelong Star Wars fan from 1977 to 1999, they told me you wouldn't get that. I would like for it to be here, and so does my mayor, Eric Garcetti. So we here at the Wil Wheaton Project present our civic duty. If you would give us just a moment of your time, Mr. Lucas, let me explain to you why there's no city that reflects the spirit and characters of Star Wars better than Los Angeles. George, times are tough, and everyone needs to make a little extra dough. And LA is a smuggler's paradise. There's nothing wrong with a little wacky chewbacky. And Admiral Akbar would make the perfect drive-time radio traffic reporter.
It's a trap!
Mr. Lucas, all of your characters are beautiful in their own way. But hey, if any of them need a little nip-tuck, there are plenty of Beverly Hills doctors who'd love to work their magic. More like Jabba the Hunk, ladies. From the hipster rock clubs of Silver Lake, to the custom car culture of East LA, to the bears of West Hollywood. There's a galaxy of reasons why this needs to happen. So, friends, use the hashtag #WhyLucasInLA to help me and Mayor Garcetti bring the Star Wars Museum to Hollywood. May the Force be with you. We'll be right back.
Coming up, horny, angsty teen wolves, True Blood's Amelia Rose Blair,
I'm scared.
and your viewer Hodor shops. Hodor! When the Wil Wheaton Project continues.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Welcome back. In video game news, Aaron Paul stars in a new commercial for Xbox One. In this commercial, Aaron says Xbox On, which seems to be turning on viewers' Xboxes whether they like it or not.
Xbox On. Yo.
While this is a problem in the United States, other countries are having a slightly different problem with the Xbox.
Xbox on? Turn on! Xbox on! Xbox on! Xbox on! Xbox on! Xbox on! Do you know what? You Microsoft and your Connect.
That goes on for 3 hours. In television news, season 4 of Teen Wolf premieres on Monday, which gives you just enough time to catch up on past episodes. And I suggest you do, because the show is extremely complicated. If you miss even 1 minute, you will be completely lost.
So that night, were you or were you not you?
You mean the night when we were us?
Yeah. I just want to know if it was actually you with me.
Did you want it to be someone else?
No.
Because it was me.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out who to tell I have herpes. I feel like those kids could really benefit from that Schoolhouse Rock that's about pronouns. This week brought us another very real, very subtle episode of Finding Bigfoot.
This ginormous, hairy, man-like figure standing there, just broad shoulders, just staring me down, and this loud scream. Just bent over to grabbing rocks and throwing rocks.
Ah! It's this cooler! He hates this cooler! We've got to stay away from this cooler! The thing about this show is that they find Bigfoot every week. So, finding Bigfoot is a catch and release program. On Penny Dreadful, which is basically Showtime's dramatic reimagining of the Monster Squad, they have been sending classic monsters in directions they've never been in before. For example, here's Frankenstein's monster, coming to terms with his disfigured appearance.
It is a horror. Not everywhere. There is a place where the malformed find grace. Where the hideous can be beautiful. Where strangeness is not shunned, but celebrated. This place is the theater.
You'll be the very model of a modern Major Frankenstein. Where my theater nerds at? Where my theater nerds at? There, all right, okay. I got Altoids for you after the show. M. Night Shyamalan has had kind of a rough go at it in the movies since The Sixth Sense, he said, putting it lightly. Lady in the Water, The Happening, After Earth. Well, he's coming to TV, producing an upcoming show for Fox. It's a chance for a fresh start, but it's feeling a little familiar to me.
Coming soon to Fox. From producer M. Night Shyamalan, the story of a man doomed to repeat himself.
What the hell is happening?
It's happening. Could this really be happening? What's happening?
Oh, it's happening again. A mysterious community cut off from the world. Creepy trees, inexplicably high-profile actors, and a twist that's not as interesting as it should be.
How do I get out of here? You don't.
That's because we're all trapped in Shyamaland.
You could be happy here.
I don't think so.
The twist is his film career is already dead. We'll be right back.
Coming up, True Blood's Amelia Rose Blair spooks Will. When the Wil Wheaton Project continues. A lone hero.
He's after all bounty.
An intergalactic conspiracy. And a woman who may be the key to everything. Jupiter Ascending. See it this July. Wait, I've just been told it's been delayed. Next February. Next February? Well, that is not a good sign. The studio must have really hated Tatum's weird ears.
We need firepower.
Oh, well, just look at these random explosions. See it next February. Although if they thought you would, it would still be in July. Or see it on Netflix a month later. I don't care.
And horror movie life are two very different things. In real life, when you hear a weird sound in the middle of the night, chances are it's the wind or a pet or me sneaking beer out of your refrigerator. In a horror movie, it could be any of those things or your untimely bloody demise. This brings us to our new favorite game, What Was That? Here to help us play is someone who knows a lot about scaring, as she plays the sultry vampire Willa on HBO's True Blood. Please welcome Amelia Rose Blair. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, to play What Was That?
Okay.
We will see the start of a movie clip in which someone hears something strange. All right, then we will buzz in and guess whether the noise was nothing bad at all,
okay,
or if it was something murdery.
Creepy.
Right? And specifics are encouraged.
Okay.
Right? The winner of the game gets to live. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, great. Let's roll the first clip. What was that?
There's gonna be a car with an evil guy throwing something out of the car.
I think it's just existential dread. Neither one of us.
No.
We all lose.
Yeah.
On that. That was from the classic 2012 film Smiley, about urban legend of a demented serial killer who has nothing but a smiley carved on his face. Why would you do that? All right. Let's roll our next What Was That clip.
David?
I think it's David.
I think it's not David.
Okay, all
So
right.
you're going to go with something, and I'm going to go with nothing. What was that? No, maybe David's the cat. We don't know for sure. Classic cat.
Can we say that's David?
Sure, 1,000 points. That was from Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, which critics agree was a movie. Please give us the next What Was That clip. It is definitely some kind of gigantic monster.
Yeah. Like some kind of Godzilla type thing,
Sure,
but like
yeah.
the knockoff
Right.
Godzilla.
Okay, sure. So the knockoff kaiju,
Yeah.
and I'll go with a generic monster.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
I love that guy was like, oh no, I think I put my gun in my pocket. No, wait, maybe my phone's in my pocket. Just run. Both of you.
Oh.
As you know, that was from X, Giant, The Wrath of Paul Bunyan. The judges have calculated the scores, and it looks like Amelia kicked my ass. This is just like tabletop. As the winner of What Was That, you get your very own copy of What Was That? The Home Game.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Something could be in there. It could be a cat. It could be poisonous snakes. It could be Gwyneth Paltrow's head. You won't know until you open it. There is fun for the whole family inside that box. Or maybe nothing at all. You won't know till you collapse the waveform. Thanks for being a good sport, and good luck. Amelia Rose Blair, everybody. Last week, we put this picture of Christian Hodor Nairn online, and we asked you to exercise your Photoshop skills. Here now are a few of our favorites. Here he is in the new sci-fi original film Hodor-nado. Don't do that. If you applaud too much, they will actually make it. And of course, Hodor as King Kong. That is the best Fay Ray ever. And I was snubbed by the Academy, which is bullshit. Now, there are so many more of these that I wanted to show, but we can't because of reasons. So to see some honorable mentions, go to my blog at wilwheaton.net and prepare to get Hodored. Which is a thing I just made up. Oh, would you look at the time on my fake wristwatch? It's time for shout-outs! Shout out to YouTuber Theremin Hero for turning an old NES console and a Guitar Hero controller into an 8-bit keytar. Here he is shredding the Game of Thrones theme. Okay, it is not possible for me to oversell how awesome that is. Go to YouTube and watch the entire thing. Because we love that so much, we made a supercut of fan-made Game of Thrones theme tributes, but we don't have time for it in today's show. So to see it, go to blaster.com. You will not regret it, I promise. Shout out to this Japanese robot who has been programmed to, I shit you not, do stand-up comedy.
Perfect 40.
Please don't kill me, Mr. Robot. I haven't made the 2-drink minimum. I'm not making fun of you. I do the robot when I get nervous. Shout out to Mountain Monsters for actually scaring the crap out of me.
Well, Paul's son of a bitch. you got her. Come on. Come on.
I cannot believe how much money I've wasted at the dentist. Finally, shout out to my Los Angeles Kings for winning their second Stanley Cup in 3 years. I was there when it happened and it was awesome. Those are this week's shout outs. All right, real quick before we go, enormous thanks to Amelia Rose Blair, who you can catch on the final season of True Blood. And it looks like it's going to be the bloodiest season yet, which leads us to this week's Supercut. Until next time, play more games.